All right, you guys, it's late and I'm up because I'm a night owl. That's just what I do. Um, but some interesting stuff been going down a lot lately. So we're trying to figure out what the fuck is Trump doing out here. Seriously, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck Trump is honestly trying to do. First, we've been hearing about him campaigning about this building a wall. Went from building a wall to he's actually building the wall now, you guys. Now, in the process of him building this wall, we have this elections coming up pretty soon, within some days. What, about a week or so? Less than that. However, that's beside the point. The bigger issues is that I know a lot of people have been talking and they're curious. They want to know what's going on. What's the update? What's about to happen? Because every day is something new with Trump. It's like literally watching The Apprentice. Just what it is. So, he's had things that he said, such as, ending the birthrights, and people wondering, okay, well, that falls into your 14th amendment in your Constitution. What's going on? Because where do we stand as black people? And I don't even know if everyone is fully aware of it, even though that is high talks. And we're trying to be safe with, some people will reference some news and, according to what they will say. And I just wanted to come and share some things that I actually have books on because I studied this while I was in college. And one thing I know, being in this country, if you're involved with something, you need to have some level of familiarity of what's going on. I may have fucked that word up, okay? It happens, okay? So, familiarity, okay? And it happened again, and it's going to happen again, but I want to get to that. So, I'm referencing this book. And this book was actually a little small book I had got in the bookstore years ago while I was in college, in my college bookstore. And it got some interesting little stuff in there. So it's called the U.S. Constitution and fascinating facts about it. So all of your amendments are here, just so you can see what I'm reading from. So it's like it's a reference point at this point. So I don't want people to be like, oh, well, she's talking out the side of her tail. Okay? I'm not making it up. It's here. Okay? This is an actual published book. See? See that? So I just want you guys to understand and know. It's a very inexpensive book. I'm sure if you Google it, you'll be able to find it. It's very reasonable. I've seen it as being a helpful tool to understand some things while I was studying this and while I was in college. So, last but not least, like I said, I want to just talk about it. And I'm going to read to you guys about the 14th Amendment. And we, as in the people here that are not necessarily native to the land, and regardless, even if you are, they are even selling your land now because they run this boy. So it's just like, might as well just listen. Especially when Trump wants to change laws at this point, okay? So, all right. So you have your 14th Amendment. It was proposed on June 13th of 1866 and ratified July 9th of 1868. So in Section 1, it states, all persons born or naturalized, hold on to that word, in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. So I tend to do certain things when I'm reading, and it's just to sharpen you on what you know. So what I do is make sure that we are clearly understood with key words that are in reading things. everyday things. You have to understand what certain words mean. And I'm going to read it point from point. Keywords that stick out, it tells an entire story. So now I'm here to show you guys what this word means. Naturalize, okay? Okay? So synonym, in this case, according to the Constitution, okay, it is to grant citizenship, to make citizen, to enfranchise, give a passport to. He was naturalized, like he just, meaning this person was basically legal at that point. So either you have people who were born here, or they were naturalized here, or they gained legal jurisdiction to be here as a worker, as whatever, a neighbor. However, you don't have these issues. All the other amendments and etc. falls in those guidelines based under certain things. Okay, so no state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction to equal protection of the laws. Now, I hate this phone that does this. Okay, boom. I did it right. I be all these passwords. Want a password for this, password for that. So I want you guys to understand what due process law is. Like I said, I want to just break that down so that it's understood what's being discussed here in this law book, okay? It's a fair treatment, throughout the normal judicial system, especially as a citizen. Entitlement. So once you are naturalized, you are eligible for due process, meaning you need a fair and equal trial. And you will hear that also in legal terms when they use the word due process. That means that things have to take steps and processes fairly. You just can't, rush a process through because of assumptions, because you think or we don't, this is where you have a fair trial. Due process, okay? Also, what stood out to me, the amenities. You guys got to understand, okay? So I made sure I pulled up these things so that I can read them to everyone. So that way I can be accurate. And it's not that I don't understand. I can't just automatically put something out there and automatically assume everyone understands. We're all out here learning. And that's why I said early on in my video, yesterday now, that you have a walking computer with you. It's not hard. It's not like the traditional days, although I do have an actual dictionary in my home still. I like reading, and if I can get something for free and reading things, good. But if I have to pay for it, it's definitely better be worth it. So I have certain things, So, for them, once they are your legal citizens here, they gain that immunity and also the privilege of due process in case they are charged for things. And we know that is like their hot business here, As long as they keep the prison systems pumping, getting money and everything, they're meeting quota with the private prison owners. So you guys got to understand, this is a business. And we are all being hustled. I don't care what race, what country, nationality you are. Don't even really matter. Because if you're here, there are things that we have to pay for being here. So that definitely needs to be understood. But, when you gain immunity and you are a part of another country and you gain citizenship here, this is the land of the free. So they basically saying you gain freedom. And this is basically where I'm tying in to talk about Trump and this dilemma that he's having. It's not quite making sense, but it is. But it's a plot to this, okay, you guys? Okay. So I'm hoping you guys got some patience. trying to take my time and speak this out, and I'm hoping you guys are with me. So I'm gonna read briefly. Like I said, I'm new to this game, so matter of fact, I'm gonna just play the audio so you guys can hear the video. I'm gonna just let y'all do that. I'm gonna just do that. That'll be the easiest way for me to just flow through this, so I can preserve my voice, because I've lost my voice and I'm taking my time. And I hate previews. No, they didn't do this to me. I hate that. It's a commercial, you guys. It's an ad. Even on a news clipping. Now I can skip. All right, listen.
We're not fear-mongering at all. Immigration is a very important subject. The Democrats have let immigration in our country get out of control with their horrible not allowing us to have any votes to get passed. As far as the Caravan, which is very dangerous, you see what's been happening. As far as the Caravan is concerned, our military is out. We have about 5,008. We'll go up to anywhere between 10 and 15,000 military personnel on top of Border Patrol, ICE, and everybody else at the border. Nobody's coming in. We're not allowing people to come in. If you look at what happened in Mexico 2 days ago with the roughness of these people in the second caravan that's been forming, and also, frankly, in the first caravan, and now they have one forming in El Salvador, and we are thinking very seriously, immediately stopping aid to those countries, because, frankly, they're doing nothing for the American people. Immigration is a very, very big and very dangerous, a really dangerous topic. And we're not going to allow people to come into our country that don't have the well-being of our country in mind.
Okay, you guys. So you guys are understanding. Trump is paranoid, okay? He's mad paranoid, and he has every reason to. You guys, okay? I'm jumping way ahead of my notes because I was going to read my article, and I'm going to give my views real quick. But I'm glad that video was there, and it didn't look too bad on here. But I want y'all to see my face expressions at the same time, okay? I'm new with doing all this, and that's cool. Because you know why? Y'all are seeing this raw, live, and literally unfucking cut, okay? This man is paranoid. He has every reason to. See, there are border beefs that's going on, and these are things that I have been trying to, like, tell a lot of people, but it's a very unpopular conversation amongst the people that I'm around for the most part. And although they don't see the bigger picture the way that I do, I see it. So when you see some things, you don't sit back and start second guessing. Like, you're not stupid. And I'm not saying other people around you may be stupid because they're not paying attention. It's just that they're not paying attention. So sometimes you have to turn a person in that direction to see. Trump is beefing with Russia and China. We know this, y'all, okay? And little do y'all know, shit has been going down in South America, okay? Like, you got all these immigrants, this caravan situation, all these people rolling up out of nowhere. Elections is coming up. It's like a storm is literally coming through this bitch. The whole country getting towed the fuck up and through. South America got slammed the whole summer. They got slammed before the spring got in good. They've been getting slammed. Hawaii. An island in Hawaii went under fucking water. And then, I would say like a week later, a fucking island, a whole new island surfaces. No, they ain't talking about the volcano still going off in Hawaii right now. How about Fukushima? It's a lot of stuff going on, you guys, okay? And I know I'm not going to be able to touch on all these things, but I'm trying to briefly run it down. I'm sure some of you guys have been coming to familiarity of it. I'm sure. I mean, it's not like I'm the only person getting a hold to knowing what's happening. I'm just more, I care, you know. And people need to start caring, because that I don't care energy and spirit and attitude is really not going to get you anywhere, but even more deeper trouble. And by the time you wake up, you're going to be caught in the bullshit so neck high that you're going to be barely able to breathe. Okay, so you guys got to start paying attention. Okay, he's beefing with Russia and China. They're friends basically now. They've kumbaya with our old allies. How do you think we won that war with those Koreans back in the day? We got oil down there from Venezuela and all this stuff. Okay, you guys, this is all history. This is stuff that we've learned already in school. Like, this is like not nothing that is new. And now we have a new president in office. A lot of things now have been ruined at this point. And honestly, Trump is just the fall guy. You know, it's like nothing to see here while waves and everything is just crashing and coming through. And we all just sitting back like, we still believe you. We believe you're going to get the job done. Yeah, and all those words sound so great, don't they? They sound great. But when you are analyzing things and you're putting two and two together outside of your local media source, you know, you got to step outside that. There are actually people out here who's actually seeing articles, following up, finding people who's like-minded like them. And it's like, hey, we got to start coming to some kind of conclusion on how we're going to, you know, the government is done for at this point, okay? And he's just the fall guy at this point, okay? And he's trying to hold on to every little bit. So that's why he's sending all those damn troops down there to the border, you guys. Think about it. They're friends with the freaking Russia and China. He don't know who the hell gonna run up in this bitch. Why you think he building the wall? And it's mighty funny, even beforehand, he was talking about building a damn wall. Yes, that's true. But what did he know that we didn't? And he been saying it. Like Barack Obama's motherfucking birth certificate. Now, I'm not saying all these things to say I am pro-Trump. I'm not. He's just simply the fall guy. He's a dumbass. And they knew exactly who the hell they were putting in office, y'all. And they knew that his strong points were to create civil war, so that now that the military is already set up in the southern borders, you got a wall built, stop those people from coming in. So a war break out. Those are really just the innocent people fleeing from like Honduras and all these places and stuff. And they jumping on these caravans. Now the question is, who in the fuck is getting these damn caravans and bringing loads of people up to the border like that? Like, what's really happening down there? Who's able to have money to do this? And I know it's not a lot to just get a caravan, but it's just like somebody is getting paid to work around the clock to move these people up to the border. And it's like shitloads of people, you know, no disrespect to those who have family members that are over there. And I truly, honestly feel for you guys. I'm black, so that enough should explain why I'm saying what I'm saying, okay? Because we catching it over here. Like, he don't want them here now, okay? Look what we had to go through, and my ancestors helped this country get built, okay? For them to be able to write a constitution and regulate things and say how they want things to move and shake around here. We were used as free labor. Who do you think that is now? Those people down there who have loved ones up here, and they've just been trying to just mind their business, do their jobs or whatever, and they're doing everything that we don't want to do because we are too entitled and privileged here in this country. Let's just fucking be honest. So I had this, I was trying to go to sleep this one particular night. Matter of fact, I actually have it documented, and I'm glad because it was on my mind so hard, and I didn't know when I was going to be able to have an opportunity to talk about this in particular, but I'm actually glad that I am. So I was just about to go to sleep, and something just like literally hit me and was like, all this stuff going on down in Africa. And they're also down there trying to set up shop. All these nations is trying to gain allies with also our people over there on the continent of Africa. And even the politicians are selling them out also. Stuff is going down, you guys. And everybody seems not to be paying attention. I'm here for that. So like I said, you know, some of some of the people here that were living in this country that came from Africa, such as Ghana. You have these people who are here, and I guess these laws or whatnot that Trump or whatever he's trying to enforce that was already written, but people were sleeping on it because it wasn't that big of a deal. They weren't like really making a high crime rate. And it's interesting that he's saying it's also about these people that's coming from off the south of the border or trying to make an attempt to come here for refuge. Um, they said the same shit about us once we were free. They literally said we were, they still say it to this day. And everybody is not bad that's black. Okay? That's not true. And I understand, like I said, it's a plot to its plot, y'all. Like, it's levels to this. Okay? The same thing he's saying on record right now about them, they said about us when we got free. And the things that we had to fight for to be at least left alone in this society. Because we've always been a threat. We will still be a threat. And I remember seeing Dave Chappelle, I want to say it was him, he had made a joke and he said, you know, why we got the Hispanics back and the people that's down there in the south of the border is because if they fucking with y'all, we next. and it went in vice versa, to be honest, because like they've been doing a lot of harm to our people. I'm not even gonna lie. But I always seen that, and I woke up out my sleep. And you track back, I woke up out my sleep, and there were things. I'm telling you, I'm just gonna be spinning. I'm gonna be talking. Okay. We are really facing a choose your side situation now at this point. We have to figure out who you're going to serve because there are only two masters that we for sure know about. And that is Satan, and that is our creator, our father, Abba Yah. Hua. Yahuwah. So if those would like to know, rather I'm telling the truth about the creator's name, that's his name. And you can just reference that if you get a sefer. His name is written there. They've taken that part out the Bible and they've just literally labeled it as God. Because at that point, even we are referenced as gods. And even we know in Genesis 1:26, it talks about them making their own vain image. Okay? And they wanted to be worshipped. And they came down here to set up shop to war with the Most High. And he created a race as well. So everybody just don't know who everybody is nowadays. Not everybody. I'm gaining some understanding on who everybody is, and they're still here just like the Israelites are still here, and you're looking at one. So I was just like in this place where I was battling, like, should it be a point where we should be here? How we gonna leave? What's going on? I know it's promised that we're gonna leave here. Is Trump gonna try to sell us out and trade us out for all the immigrants who would love to work for a low wage? That's something that black people aren't getting paid no more, and we're standing up for that and those rights. They're paying us a whole lot more money than what they could with these immigrants. They're setting up tents on the south of the border in Texas, and you know, for all we know, this can really like flip on black people, because if he get his way, and I'm sorry, y'all, I'm playing with my hair because I'm actually seeing myself in the camera, so if he gets his way, y'all, and he gets the opportunity to flip this whole constitution around or something, and he thinks he can do it with the executive order. So I wanted to touch bases on us as black people, because despite of all this stuff that's going on, our focus should necessarily, you know, be on the word, what Yah is teaching us. And he's talking in his time. He's calling his people This is deeper than politics, you guys. Okay? Yes, I may be speaking on politics, but this is truly a spiritual battle. So if you guys have not caught that after everything is written already, the future, things are predicted, you just got to have discernment and listen to the Spirit. The Spirit is going to guide you. And that may sound crazy to a lot of people, because I know a lot of people is losing faith and they're not believing anymore because it's been heard over and over. It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world. Well, it really is this time. I'm serious. Like, it's happening. The horses are actually riding. We've seen them move slowly but surely at one point, sure. But at the end of the day, now things are picking up more momentum. If you haven't noticed, the days are getting shorter. Literally. You really don't have enough time in a day. That's just literal. There's no debating that. And on that case, it's happening so quick, you guys, that even the flowers and the trees can't even keep up. So we know something is definitely going on. Something is definitely going on, and ain't nobody talking. Ain't nobody talking. At least they're not talking about what we need to be hearing. Honestly, they're not. So I want to pull up this scripture, something that's sticking out for us, our people, you know, because there's something written in the scriptures to let you guys know if he do fuck with that and he want to be done away with it. We don't know how this going to play out for us. If he's going to rewrite this to fix it because he's setting up troops down there. Excuse me. It happens. I told y'all going to get these bloopers. All right, y'all. Isaiah 51 and 14. Okay? This is what was given to me. I got literally woke up. I was trying to go to sleep, y'all. And it was on my mind, but y'all came and told me what to look for. I got some rundowns to get y'all, you know. And I just feel like it needs to be talked about. So my reference engine I'm using right now is Blue Letter Bible. And it's not hard. It's a very helpful tool. You can find out the depths of the language, what's actually being stated there. In its most rawest form. It's just really for you to just take the initiative and use your phone like the walking computer it is. That's it. And you'll be all right, okay? You're going to feel a lot better. The anxiety is going to come at a level of ease. You're going to get slammed and overwhelmed, most definitely, once you start running across the truth with a lot of things. And a lot of people is like literally waving out the Bible because they don't get it, what's happened to it. And really, little things happen to it that you really can just pick out at this point once you're in it. But Isaiah 51 and 14, it says, the captive exile hastened that he may be loose, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bridge shall fail. But I am the Lord thy God, that divided the sea, whose waves roared. The Lord of hosts is his name. And I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of my hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling, and wrung them out. There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth, neither is there any that takeneth her by the hand of all the sons that she hath brought up. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction, and the famine and the sword. And by whom shall I comfort thee? Thy sons have faded. They lie at the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God. Therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. All y'all that be just talking crap about people drinking, get rid of it. He's not talking about that. He made it very clear. Hypocrites. Thus saith the Lord, the God, thy Lord and thy God, that pleadeth the cause of the people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as the street to them that went over. I've had so many visions, you guys, about all of this, and I see it happening right now. Like, even just with this, I've seen the fury that's going to come down on this planet. I've seen this in a vision. I've had it in a dream. I've had it in a dream. I've had it in a vision. It's been coming like clockwork. Now, I probably grasped what I needed to understand out of that, but it's the time we got to get our stuff together, seriously. All this crap everybody feel like it's about y'all, whatever little fixated world y'all want to be on, you either going to dwell as the fallen angel that you are, or you're going to revert yourself and go the fuck back home where you belong. Because if you want to stay here and you want to hold on to what this stuff is, you want to get wrapped up in all of this stuff, we're going back home. Okay? And even if it's, we got to go back to the wilderness first again, because it's written that we are. And this also is synonymous to that. So that's why I'm also going to help people understand what we're truly facing at this point in time. Who's honestly prepared for what's to come? Nobody. We were the ones that's been getting afflicted. Okay? Let me go back. I'm going to read this back again, and I'm going to slow it back down to help everybody, because I may have read that, and I know the Bible can be complicated. And they're like, what's she talking about? You read through that. I don't understand. Okay. The captive exile, that would be us. And not just us now, because salvation has been given to the Gentile at this point. You know, the captive exile hastened that he may be loose. We've been asking to leave us alone, let us go. And that he should not die in the pit. We are begging, like, leave us alone. A lot of us are. And some of them, like, if we can't beat them, join them. And that's where you have all these people, like all your celebrities, everybody trying to chase the limelight, trying to get some of Esau's fat of the earth that was promised to him from Jacob. Okay? This is what's going on now. He got the fatness of the earth right now, but the power is about to be shifted back over. So what side of history are you going to be on? You know? We the ones that's asking nor this, his bread should fail. Bread should fail. We the ones that's asking for us not to, you know, drop the ball out here. And y'all said, but I am Yahuwah Elohim, the divided, that divided the sea. This is facts, y'all. Y'all need to go and check out, I want to say A Rude Awakening. This guy, what's his name? Michael Rood. Yes, that's his name. He over there on the land of Jerusalem and everything, and he's actually entertaining, but he teaches you about the Bible at the same time. It's a nice little study or whatever, but once again, out of everybody, you got to pick the bones out the meat. It's just what it is, you know what I mean? We are on our own personal spiritual walk with Yah. That's it. It's not about necessarily you following the ways of man, because the ways of man, you have to be careful. You have to take that up with Yah to help understand. He's always talking to you. You just need to listen. Just like we always run our mouth like I am now for 34 minutes now. He's doing that too. And it took me a while, even at this point, to start, you know, doing, it had to be a right time. I had to be comfortable and I had to be sure. So he also says, and I have put my words in thy mouth. So it's time to talk. And I have covered thee in the shadow of my hand. Haven't we been covered? The righteous. that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. He created us. He created the heavens and the earth. Okay? Satan created the darkness, and he created the heavens and the earth. And the man that was on the earth, that came from the dirt, the clay. Okay, y'all? I'm helping y'all understand. If Isaiah 51:17. I'm breaking this down literally. I'm going through each scripture passage, and I'm going to help y'all. I'm pulling out what is being literally said here. Awake, awake. Isn't that what we're doing? I'm trying to do. Stand up, O Jerusalem. That's you guys. That's me. That's y'all, my brothers and sisters. Which has drunk at the hand of the Lord, the cup of his fury. We've been getting knocked out here, seriously. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out. We ain't got nothing out of this. You know why? Because we stopped following his law, statutes, and commandments. We start following other guys. We started laying with other people. We started doing whatever we want. We wanted to do whatever they was doing because we felt, oh, well, he gonna follow us, and that ain't how it worked. We follow him. Okay? So what we thought we had, which was some good wine, we've been drinking out of that. Mm-hmm. Yep. And you see what happened? We became, we became the bottom of the crop. That's just to summarize that. We haven't gained anything out of this situation but heartache, pain, and all of this. There is none to guide her. This is Isaiah 51:18. There is none to guide her among all the sons of whom she hath brought forth. Neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she hath brought up. We've been catching it, y'all. That's what this is saying. Nobody can't save nobody. Everybody turning their backs. No matter who you bring up to have your back, they not there. It's not. They scared. Okay? Trembling. 51:19. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? He's turned his back. He's turned his face. He's not talking to us. He wasn't. But now he's talking to us now. Open up y'all ears, y'all. This is who he said was going to be sorry. The spirit of desolation and destruction. How many black people we've been seeing that? And famine. We've been catching that for a while now, y'all. Okay? Poe. Getting government assistance. Getting killed out there in the streets. Becoming bitch motherfucking people. Yeah, I said bitch. Okay? Because y'all don't understand what that word means. It literally means a disobedient dog. And you'll be amazed if you read and get your hands on the right Bible. The curse words are sitting in there. Stop being a hypocrite and do your research, okay? So if you want to act like a female disobedient dog, like a lot of these women of Zion have been, and I can't even lie and say that I was not in the world and I've been just, oh, so good and, no, I haven't. But it's the time we got to mature and we got to wake up. And that's just where we have to be at this point. We don't got time for none of the crap that's been going on. Like Trump is out here clowning. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. How many of our black people we've seen laying out in the street killed by the sword, your gun, or publicly shamed and humiliated because they're sleeping with transgender people or they're turning gay or whatever. They've been getting slayed. Our black brothers. They've been definitely getting killed, like it says here, as a wild bull in a net. How many times we've seen these black men struggling, fighting off the police and stuff, and they kept saying you resisting arrest. Okay? This is like the matador and the bull for real. We've been sitting and looking at these videos, and they walking out of here with their jobs still. A lot of them are. You know, make this make sense. Make this make sense. They are full of the fury of the Lord. He's pissed. Told y'all we in fucking trouble. We can't do what the fuck they doing. Okay? We are held to a whole different accountability. Whether you want to accept that shit or not. It don't matter whether you want to accept it or not. It is what it is. And he already said what he got for those who don't want to accept it. Okay? You know, your Michael Browns and all these, your Trayvon Martin, these is children that's getting hurt. So even if you don't think because you didn't get touched and you live in 40, 50 years, and then you look up, it's a child of yours that get killed at a certain point, you not teaching your child who Yah is because you don't care to want to know who he is. Oh, but he's real. He's very real because it's written right here what he's saying. You know, the stuff that when you go to church, they're not pulling out and telling you what's being said here. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted. You know, those, we've been afflicted. Because I know I've been getting afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. So, which means this is not. Okay? You're drunk on your mind. You're drunk with your own self-awareness. It's all about you, this me, me, me world. That's where y'all all are. And I'm going to end it at 51 and 23 on Isaiah. But I will put into the hand of them that afflict thee. Okay? Those who did harm to us, y'all, there's a promise. We're going home. And it also further says, which have said to thy soul, bow down. And that's what they're asking us to do here. That we may go over. And they've done that to us. So now it's about to go in reverse. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. The Exodus, once again, that happened in Egypt, is going to happen again. And it's going to have to come probably with some level of bloodshed. He's going to get his way. So they can do as many killing. Everything they're doing to us is going to come back on them. All this that they're doing, it's already recorded. It's already on record. And people want to sit here and not believe what the scriptures has to actually talk about, which I find to be like crazy. And like I said, I almost gave up also on my faith. You know, I damn near was like, you know, I was slipping, y'all, you know, for real. I've been there. And to find out what I found out throughout the course of just me just waking up. And it's been since 2015 when I started waking up. But it was a slow process. And I've literally been steered into this person now. So I'm not upset. I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed. None of that, you know. We don't have nothing to worry about. The righteous most definitely don't. Now, if you out here and you still out here, I got something for y'all. Let me tell y'all. These are the people that need to be worried. Hold on, y'all. I hate when this happens. I don't want time to roll, but like I said, y'all getting this shit. And it just really dawned on me, and that's the only reason why I'm like trying to pull it up. I hate when this happens, y'all. I promise y'all it do. But you know what? I'm going to do it on another one. I'm going to do it on another video. I don't want to hold this up even longer. And if y'all have to fast forward up until this point, do so. Because I told y'all, maybe I need to, editing skills is key. Because I know you lose your audience that way. But, I want to do also, like, give some good people that y'all can reach out to that has way better editing skills than me, seriously. But I want to get that scripture for y'all so y'all can see these are the people that honestly have things that they need to worry about. And these are the things that we need to start at, that you guys need to start at working at, because I've been working on it. So I'm just shooting the message out there. I'm just hoping, okay, I got it this time. I'm hoping I got it this time. I got it. And I don't know how this is a book my sister and I actually enjoy, and I do a lot of scripture, but it happens from time to time, you guys. Player be slipping. But I'm glad I'm able to access these things or whatever. Like I'm telling y'all, Blue Letter Bible Life for people who's just now trying to like discover their way around the Bible to understand it. This is a good tool. Also, I'm using my phone currently right now to do this video, so I'm not able to actually use the cipher from my phone. Should have used the second phone, but I'll do better next time. So forgive me, even like I said, if you guys have to fast forward this video up to this point, cool. I ain't mad at you. All right. But there's something important that you guys need to understand why a lot of people are worried about their position in life right now and the transition, even if he do deport us and we go back to the wilderness, because we're definitely going. And it's like, how we're going, you know, that's the question mark. But the direction of this country, you got all these people that's coming in versus the people that's here that they don't really want here, such as AKA black people, you know. So we don't know if they're going to do an exchange. They can bring them here for cheaper labor, boot our asses out, redo the damn Constitution, and voila, we back on the continent, and we're in the wilderness, and we have to figure that stuff out and what we need to do. But Yah said he's going to sort us out, and he's going to get rid of the people that don't need to be there. So if you are worried about that, and if you still end up making it to a certain level and we end up all back in the wilderness and we're old enough to see these things, because this stuff is going to take place. How fast? I can't tell you. But I see it happening. And this is all really, like I said, allegedly. These are all just my own concerning thoughts. Like I said, Proverbs 6 and 16. And I'm going to read it down and I'm going to tell y'all where I'm going to end at. But I'm going to start off here. And these are the people that need to work on these things and realize these are things that y'all do, whether you want to openly admit it or not. You need to take that up with Yah and take it to the heavenly courts. I can't tell anybody where their walk is. I can't judge anybody on their walk unless it's doing some level of misguiding people. Then I'm going to have something to say about that. Okay, so we got Proverbs 6 and 17, and it talks about these things. Okay, I'm sorry, 6 and 16. It says here, these 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Ye 7 are an abomination unto him. What? Okay, y'all. So we need to see what kind of attitude adjustment we need to be handling, all right? So I'm going to jump into 17 and let y'all see. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. So here in the scriptures, it's saying People who feel like they are like, I'm all about myself and people got to bow down to me and worship me and I look good, X, Y, and Z. I got to do all this stuff to, or that you're proud about some bullshit that don't got nothing to do with or helping anybody but yourself. And a lying tongue. Yeah, not only did you wear a nice outfit, you put on the right smile, and you got that proud look, you also are a big ass liar. Whew. I know a lot of people like that nowadays. I'm sure you guys have dated a lot of them too. Men and women, okay? Because no one is exempt from this table, okay? So you got 7 that are an abomination. You got people that shed. We don't even need to go there. Like, we already know who's shedding innocent blood. People who's are deliberate murderers. They enjoy doing harm to people. They want to hurt people. They are actually hurting people and doing things, aka the government, and then your common folk out here, and then the people that he may say that's mixed up in the crowd. Even if that's the case, they want to come and the American people, will be at some level of a threat because Trump, like I said, Trump is right. When it comes to, he don't know who's in the crowd, but I believe this is all set up, and it's like literally the Apprentice show. Like, stay tuned. Y'all got to keep staying tuned, okay? All of this that I'm saying, y'all, is tying in with the Bible and the behaviors of the people on this earth right now, mainly in this country, because judgment is definitely coming to the city. Don't get it twisted. It's slowly but surely happening. Oh, but it's definitely going to happen, okay? So you want to do all of these little things and don't repent. You don't ask God for forgiveness. No, not one. No, nothing. Okay. And it says here in 18, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and running to mischief. How many shit starters do you know? How many people do you know that literally mistreat, misuse people intentionally for their own wicked ass imaginations? Rather, you want your girl to stuff drugs on her or drive you to go rob somebody, or you use her for sexual purposes because you don't, that's all you see that women are, is just a body object. Wicked thoughts, really wicked thoughts. I can go down the line, but I'm just throwing out some real mad keys of people that's walking around out here. Like, even with the women, they out here using the men to get babies with them and stuff just so they can bag a bag, okay? Women that's out here, they got really rotten core attitudes. They nasty. Like, they're really, self-loving people. And they do all of this to allure people in when they make up their bodies and do all kind of plastic surgery to themselves to trap people. And that's what they do. And then they be quick to be the ones to run around and be talking and telling people freaking business. Both sides. Both sides do it. Men and women do it. Like, it's really bad nowadays. And the men say, oh, man, y'all been catching it. Like, even for the men that are actually men, it's kind of hard to find out who those people are in the crowd, because a lot of people don't have the level of discernment that I do. I'm really good at reading people, and I'm really good at picking up on things. So I know when people are a false witness that speak of lies, stuff that they're doing to certain people. Like I've seen before in the past, they've talked about these couple actual YouTubers that I've enjoyed looking at, to be honest. And they are actually, and I fact check everything that they are talking about. So I suggest, if y'all gonna believe anybody, go fact check. Don't be like, oh yeah, I agree with him because I felt that way already. So yeah, I'm glad. You're trapping yourself. You're falling right into the snare that I was just talking about in the book of Isaiah, okay? Don't get yourself caught up all because of your feelings, okay? Because y'all don't think like us. He operates different. And there's information here to tell you what he don't fuck with, okay? So it's a reason why we're down here. We're serving out a sentence, okay? And people have definitely bear false witness on Watchmen, Yahoo, and Deborah Yah. She's, got redirecting TV. And you got, like I said before in my other video, Jonathan Clark. Ooh, these are some combinations, okay? Y'all got to get ready for the stuff that they be teaching. Okay? Because if y'all not ready for the stuff that they're teaching and you can't sit there and absorb information, then you need to let go of whatever other distraction. Because if you can listen to a whole Lil Wayne album for about an hour, you can listen to a whole Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and whoever that goes on for about an hour or whatever, 45 minutes or however long their album is, you can listen to someone teach you about that actually have a divine connection to our Father. And yes, I haven't mastered how to do this in the ways that they can. Excuse me. But they're actually telling the truth. And people who bear false witness, you've actually like ignorantly earned yourself a one-way ticket to hell. I just really hate to say that. But I don't hate to say it because you need to fucking know. Like, you don't know what you're doing. A lot of people don't know what they're saying because it creeped them out because they say things that are out of the ordinary from what they will hear when they go to church. But everybody that go to church talk about the same shit, and they all dealing with the same problems like you who's not in church. So something's got to tell you something ain't right about that. Okay? The only thing changed was their wardrobe and cars, okay? And that bank account number. Okay? Shit. And that's just the truth. You know, get up out of Babylon. That false-ass religion system, all of them religions are lies. You know, you got to take the information for what it is. And I'm still in Proverbs 6 and 19. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among people, among brethren. So if you constantly, like I said, you're like that snake in there, and you're literally trying to play divide and conquer with people, and that's what this last part of scripture is talking about. Discord, disconnect, you know. You're separating so you can come in and play around with the narrative. That's what's happening. And people are doing that. It's happening amongst families. This is why the scriptures talk about that there's going to be mother and daughter, father and son, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, father-in-law, brothers and sisters, X, Y, and Z. Family going to be battling with family because now he's doing the sorting. So if he's doing the sorting supernaturally and you don't realize why you're getting into it with people you've been A1 with, friends, family, or whoever the fuck it is, because they don't believe in you or they think you're crazy because you're not the person that they've grown to know for however many years, don't worry. It's for a reason. It's because you're actually listening to the Spirit. That's what's happening. Okay? But people who try to come and do that and find ways to divide and conquer amongst people, that's not the Spirit of Yah. So my son, keep thy father's commandments and forsake not the law of thy mother, the Holy Spirit. Okay? Wisdom. When they say the word thy mother, it's not talking about an actual person. It's literally wisdom. Matter of fact, let me see if I can do this the way I need to. Just so I can get you guys to understand here. Because this scripture stuff has been taken so out of context for so long. And you kind of get tired of it. Especially if you can find ways to get people to understand. And I'm trying to find, I don't know how I can adjust this. But as you can see here. Nope, unless y'all are, okay, y'all can't see it. I'm so sorry. But I will tell you guys this. It is, I'm using the lexicon, and it says of thy mother, and that is H517, and that word is M. So I'm gonna let it list so you can hear it.
Strong's H517. Aim.
See, correction. Okay. Well, it looks like it say M because it's literally an E and an M, so aim. Pronunciation is key. That's why you always need these things for correction. See, ain't nothing wrong with getting corrected. But I want you guys to know that part of the speech is a feminine noun. Okay? So it's not necessarily talking about an actual woman. It's just talking about the I guess the energy force that's behind it, you know, because it's both literally and figuratively like father and mother parting, okay? So the Father came down in a physical form, and the Holy Spirit is the feminine noun of the word that is being enforced, and that's the law. And I know that sounds crazy, but this is why I say people don't understand that, yes, our Father actually came down here in physical form. He sacrificed a physical body for us. And when we rejected him when he did it, it was necessary because the second bloodline, there are people who will be spared. And the worst ones, they're depending on the degree. Some gonna be servants and some just gonna burn in a lake of fire for eternity. So which side of history are you gonna be on? I can run into these scriptures all day and night and I can show you guys, but like I said, I don't have the voice there to do it. So there are actual things that are happening here in the scriptures that has been so misconstrued for so long. But you can also, like I said, go back and reference to these things. Pay attention to what's happening with Trump. Okay? It's biblical. Like I just tried to show you guys. He's talking to us in this time, my brothers and sisters. Okay? Now, either you want to believe that, you hear it for yourself. That's what's sitting right there. The information is sitting there. Like, it's not hard. Like, as you can see me with the phone, using it as a walk. I got my phone laid up against my computer because I'm not ready to use my computer right now to broaden out and open up everything because I want to also add other stuff, you know, to kind of spruce it up. I'm trying to put together my little studio room and everything that I want to work out of. So for the time being, I'm in another part. So this is a progress in working. And you guys will be able to get to meet some of my friends and family. So I would suggest you guys to like, share, and subscribe, and jump on a wave. And we're gonna have a lot of fun on this channel. Seriously, it's just the beginning, and I just need conscious people, and not conscious people like, you know, oh yeah, fight the power, this and that. And I'm not saying, you know, that's a bad thing, but too much of it can be bad depending on if you're not balancing out the information correctly. If you don't know that you're eating bones in your meats, then you need to kind of go and retract back to drinking some milk until you learn how to eat and pick the bones. You know, it's like making a salmon croquette. You gotta pick the bones out the salmon, okay? Can't be out here looking crazy. You know, he got all of these people on caravans, like I said. They got all this stuff going on and so much going on. Mexico is friends with China and Russia at this point. They taking over South America. I see why they fucking running. Because it's people down there that don't agree with this shit. And Trump just shutting them out like they ain't shit. And then they just out there with their children in the wilderness. So you guys need to get a wake-up call. Everybody. You know, everybody. And the reason why I believe the United States is going to be held accountable and he's going to really send his wrath down because they're hypocrites. They killed the natives off this land, took it, and then got the nerve to write laws and say, well, we did all the killing, so this going to be our shit and we call the rules. All right, cool. You going to be the one to deal with the consequences. Have the fuck at it. So when it's time when you want to ship our ass the fuck back over there where the hell we came from, and we got to be in the wilderness, and y'all going to take care of us, okay? Because he took care of us in the wilderness before when he parted that Red Sea. He going to do something even bigger and grander than he has ever done before. Please know that. I want y'all also to check out this YouTube channel, C.D. Israel. He does some really good teachings, and he actually put up this one video that gives some really good history to actually prove how much you will see, wow, he's the same stuff they said and did about us then when we was in this country and we got free. It's the same stuff Trump is on live television saying about all these Hispanics and stuff that's coming from down in South America and stuff are criminals. But at the same time, like I said, it's a twist plot. Because I get why he's saying that. Because he could have enemies amongst it. And who's funding all these people to get up here with these buses? Who's putting gas in these cars and putting these people up here to drive from one end to the other end? They is on damn canoes and shit across rivers. Okay? These don't seem like people that's friends with Russia and China. And if it is, what a better way to blend them in. So he got to sort them out. But trust me, it's like playing the game 007 or watching a movie. You know, the spies always make it inside. Or they've been here. The spies been here. Okay? Shit. He just haven't figured out who the fuck the spies are. Slowly but surely he is. But see, this is why I can't get so wrapped up into politics in some kind of way. Like, there's no way you can choose a side. You can't say Democrats is, like, for you, because they're not. Just like the Republicans are not. All you got to do is sit back. These people are not your rulers. Stop asking for them to rule over your life. So whether you're going to, either way it goes, you're going to benefit from it all because you're here in this country. And the day that they move you out this country, they're going to move you out. They, like I said, they already started with the black people too. They can send some people from Ghana back over to Ghana. I don't know how the fuck you come from that end of the sea, from that end, over here to the United States and be illegal. So something is funky and fishy going on with that. But like I said, all those people, they got to find somewhere to put them. Now, I have put up an article that was about Iona, Michigan. Ionia, whatever it's called. They have some prisons up there, and they're opening them back up. And they're opening them back up for detention centers for the refugees that are down there. So this could become a good thing or a bad thing, but we just really do not know. Whew, it's getting late, you guys. So that's enough for my story time. That's enough for me to brief you guys on. It's been well over a little hour, and thank you for hanging in there. Like I said, you know, like, share, and subscribe. We're gonna get this together. We're gonna build this together so y'all can hear everything that needs to be said. And I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Please try to stay calm and think always with your mind first, and pray. And try to work on having a communication with our Creator, because He is talking in His time, okay? Have a good one.